Hello children, greetings to you all. Hope you all are fine by God's grace. Today we are going to see Max class for 6th standard, 3rd chapter, Bill, Profit and Loss, Part 2. Part 2 and session 24. Part 2 and session 24. Clear? Okay, in Bill, Profit and Loss, Part 1 session, what we saw? In part 1 we saw about same exercise but part 2, that means that we have got totally 14 sum. So I have split it into two parts, and in the first part, page number 54, exercise 3.1, we have saw about how to create a bill with the given data. How to create a bill with the bill data, with the bill given, we are able to find out the answer for the question given. Then second question, we have prepared a bill. How to prepare a bill with the help of detail. Then we saw the third sum, cost price, selling price, profit and loss. What is the profit formula? Profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Then loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Then we saw about fourth question, how to find out discount. Selling price is equal to marked price minus discount. And we saw about this, Rani bought a set of bangle and she sold that bangle to her friend because she liked the most, and we saw about how we got a profit or loss to Rani. Likewise, we are going to see each and every question today. Sixth question, Sugan bought a jeans pant for rupees 750. It did not fit him. He sold it to his friend for rupees 710. By saying this itself, you can say 750 he bought and he sold it for 710. Then directly we can say it is loss. So we'll see how it is a loss. Sugan bought a jeans pant for rupees 750. Cost price of the pant is equal to rupees 750. Sold to his friend for rupees 710. So selling price of the pant is 710. He sold it. Find profit or loss. This is the question. See how is SP, selling price is lesser or cost price is lesser? Selling price is lesser. So selling price is less means there is a loss. What is loss formula? CP minus SP. What is CP value? 750. What is selling price value? 710. You can very well say that it is 40 rupees loss. So we got a profit from this sum. Loss is equal to rupees 40. Clear? Yes. This is how you have to do the sum. Next question, seventh question. Somu bought a second-hand bike for rupees 28,000. He bought a bike and he spent 2,000 on its repair. For repairing, if we bought a second-hand thing, means we have to repair, we have to do some repair work, and then only we have to sold that one. So after repairing, he sold it for 30,000. Find his profit or loss. 28,000, and he gave 2,000 for repair. That means it says the 30,000, and again he sold it for 30,000 only. So there is no profit, there is no loss, equally distributed. So we'll see how the sum has to be written. Here, selling price of bike is rupees 28,000, repair charge is 2,000. So CP value is 28,000 plus 2,000. So cost price of the bike is 30,000. Find profit or loss. So sold price of the bike is SP is equal to 30,000. Therefore SP is equal to CP. By explaining question itself, you would have understood. So how to write only I have written, and I am showing you the procedure. Selling price is equal to cost price. 30,000 is equal to 30,000. Therefore there is no profit, no loss. They are asking profit or loss. We have to say there is no profit, no loss. Next, eighth question. Muthu has a car worth rupees 8,50,000 and he wants to sell it at a profit of rupees 25,000. He has a car worth of 8,50,000 and he wants a profit of 25,000. What should be the selling price of the car? So you can very well say 25,000. If you add, what you will get? 8,75,000. So but we need to know how to write in the sum. So we will see with the sum. CP of the car, cost price of the car is 8,50,000. So they are asking us to find out the selling price of the car. Profit is equal to rupees 25,000. So the profit word is given, so we have to write as a profit is equal to, profit formula is selling price minus CP. So we know profit value as 25,000 is equal to, we don't know selling price, so I have written selling price minus cost price is what, 8,50,000. So now how we have to do? My right hand side SP is there, so I am writing SP as it is. My left hand side I have 25,000. This minus 8,50,000, if I take from right hand side to left hand side, minus becomes plus. So we got 8,50,000. So if you add, what you will get? 8,75,000 will be getting. So selling price of the car will be, selling price of car is equal to rupees 8,75,000. Hope you all understood the sum. Question itself we got the answer, but we have to do it in a procedure way. Like this you have to write the steps. Next, 9th sum is homework for you people. Try the 9th sum as homework. 9th sum is homework. 10th sum. If Guna mark is product to be sold for rupees 35. Mark, mentioning that mark, that means marked price. His product, some product 325 and gives a discount of rupees 30. He is going to give a discount of rupees 30. Then find SP. So after discounting, how much he gave to collect the product. He sold the product. Likewise, we have to find out. So see, marked price of the product, some product 325. Discount is rupees 30. Find SP is the question. So we know SP formula is marked price minus discount. Marked price is 325 minus discount is 30. If I subtract 325 minus 30, what will I get? Here 5 and 0, 5 you will get. 2 will not be subtracted from 3 will not be subtracted from 2. So get a borrow. So it becomes 2 and this becomes 12. Then what you will get? 12 3 means 12, 3 subtracted from 12 means 9. So 2 I will get as answer. 295 is the selling price. 325 is the product rate. Discount 30 rupees. So the product will be sold by 295 rupees. Then 11th question. 11th question. A man buys a chair for rupees 1500. He bought a chair for rupees 1500. He wants to sell it at a profit of rupees 250. He bought for 1500 and profit, the word profit is given 250 after making a discount of 100. So he want a profit of 250 after making a discount. He want a profit as well as he want to give a discount for the chair. What is the marked price of the chair? So see, cost price of the chair is rupees 1500. Profit needed for him is rupees 250. The profit word is there, so use profit formula SP minus CP. Instead of profit 250. SP we don't know, so write CP minus CP value is 1500. So we need to find out SP value from this. So the right hand side SP is there. After equal to right hand side is SP. So I have written SP as it is. In the left hand side 250 is there. Here minus 1500 is there. If I take minus 1500 to the left hand side, it becomes 1000 plus 1500. Therefore 250 plus 1500, 1750 rupees. So selling price of the chair is rupees 1750. He said no, he want to give rupees 100 as a discount. So discount is 100. So we know discount formula is selling price equal to marked price minus discount. So our motive is what is the marked price of the chair. In chair they would have marked some price, tag will be given in the chair. What is the marked price of the chair? That thing we need to find out. So selling price equal to marked price minus discount. Selling price we know 1750 is equal to marked price we are going to find out. So I have written MP minus discount is 100. So here what did I do? in my right hand side MP is there, so I have kept in the right hand side MP as it is. In the left hand side, this minus 100 I took to the left hand side, so plus 100. So 1750 plus 100 becomes 1850. So marked price of the chair is equal to rupees 1850 rupees. So he marked as 1850 and he got 250 also. But for the customer also, they think that they got a discount of 100 rupees. Clear? Hope you all understood this sum. Next 12th question. Amuda marked her home product of pickle as rupees 300 per pack. Per pack is 300, but she sold it for only 275. That means that what was the discount offered by her per pack? For one pack she is giving how much discount? You itself can say 300 is the one pack value and she marked as 300 in that pack and she is giving as 275. That means how much she is saving? 25 rupees she is saving. What was the discount offered by her pack? We have to find out. So see, we have to write like a statement. Marked price of the pickle is equal to rupees 300. Selling price of the pickle is 275 she is selling. If they are asking us to find out discount value, by seeing itself we can give the answer, but we have to follow some rules for the steps to be followed for the solution. Selling price is equal to marked price minus discount. Selling price is 275, marked price is 300 minus discount. So I am going to take this minus discount to the left hand side. Minus becomes plus if it goes to that side. So 300 already in the right hand side, so I have written 300. Here plus 275 is there. If I take plus 275 to this side, it becomes minus 275. 300 minus 275 is, what is the answer? 25 rupees 25. 280, 290, 300. 2, that means 20 and 5 rupees. So discount she has given for the pickle per pack is equal to rupees 25. Yes. 13th sum. We will move to the 13th sum. Valavan bought 24 eggs for 96. Valavan, a boy, bought 24 eggs for 96 rupees. 4 of them were broken. While bringing itself, 4 of them were broken. And also he had a loss of rupees 36 on selling them. Already 4 were broken and also he had a loss of rupees 36 on selling them. While selling the eggs, he got 36 rupees as a loss. What is the selling price of one egg? So then how much he would have sold per egg? That is our question. Let's see how to do. Number of good eggs. Number of good eggs is nothing but number of eggs he brought. Number of eggs totally 24. How many were broken? 4. That means number of good eggs is equal to 24 minus 4. After broken we can't sell. We have now 20 eggs only. After broken we can't sell that. So only a good eggs can be sold. So 20 eggs. So we can assume that cost price of 20 eggs is equal to rupees 96. He bought those eggs for 96 rupees. And he also told that he had a loss of rupees 36. There. So loss means we have to use a loss formula CP minus SP. So we know loss is 36 is equal to, instead of CP I can write as 96 minus SP we don't know. So I have written SP. So as I told you in the previous sum, minus SP I took to this side, so it becomes plus SP is equal to 96 already in the right hand side. So write 96 as it is, plus 36 if it comes to the right hand side it becomes minus 36. 96 minus 36 is 60. So selling price of the total 20 eggs for selling price is 60 rupees. Selling price of 20 eggs is 60 rupees, means for selling price of 1 egg is how much? 60 divided by 20. So 20 eggs he sold for 60 rupees, means 1 egg how much he would have sold? 0 0 will cancel. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. Therefore, you can write as selling price of 1 egg is equal to rupees 3. Rupees 3. This is the answer. Next, last question for this 3.1. Mangai bought a cell phone for rupees 12,585. It fell down. She bought and it fell down. She spent rupees 500 on its repair. Once our cell phone fell down means we have to repair work is there, no? So she spent 500 for its repair. She sold it for rupees 7,500. Find their profit or loss. By seeing this itself, it says that it is a 12,500, it is 7,500. It is a loss. So we'll see how much profit, how much loss she got. So Mangai bought a cell phone. CP of the cell phone is equal to 12,585. She made a repair charge as 500. So cost price of the cell phone is equal to 12,585 plus 500. That becomes 13,085 rupees. So selling price of cell phone, how much she sold it to the other person is rupees 7,500. See, selling price is 13,000. Sorry, cost price is 13,000. Selling price is 7,500. Which is greater here? Selling cost price is greater. She bought, no, that amount is greater than the selling price. So there is a loss. Loss formula we know, CP minus SP. 13,085 minus 7,500. We have to subtract and find the answer. 5, if subtracted 0 means 5. 8, then 0. Here 0, 5 cannot be subtracted, so we can get borrow. 3 becomes 2 and this becomes 10. 10 and 5, 5 you will be getting. This becomes 12 and 7. 12 minus 7 is 5. So loss is equal to 5,585 rupees. Yes. This is 14th question. Clear? So exercise 3.1 is over. Next session we will see the next chapter, 4th chapter. Today's homework is you have to do 9th question in page number 55. Then your objective type question. Mark the answers in the objective type. 15, 16, 17, 18. Mark the objectives in the textbook itself and do the 9 sum as homework. We'll see you in the next video session. Thank you, children.